Okay, so we're down here at the Bali Memorial, and they've done a bit of work here lately. It was very run down. This is all new here. They've got new nice stainless steel handrails now up to it, and it doesn't look like the fountain's working. It's empty, but they've actually painted the memorial white and made it look nice and clean. They've got these things here, they're sort of like they got in Singapore, covered in lights, like trees. Yeah, they've done a good job of really fixing it up. Now they've got all the flagpoles. There's no flagpoles on them at the moment, but these are all the names of the people that died in the bomb. I was here that night, and yeah, it wasn't good. Yeah, we actually thought that aeroplane had crashed into Kuta, and I could see the glow in the sky from my house, so we raced in and checked it out, and yeah, it was mayhem. But that's it, the Bali Memorial. They've done a great job fixing it up. All they need to do is get this fountain going like it used to, and it'll be good. Bali Bomb Memorial, a night I'll never forget. This is the actual site here across the road of the Seri Club. And once upon a time, I think back in the 80s, it used to be called the Bali Sandbar. It's just like a big roof. And but this is where the Seri Club. I remember that night when I come down, there was a crater in front of the road, right here on the road, about 2 metres deep probably, and about 3 metres round where the truck went off, where the bomb went off. And yeah, sadly enough, killed many people in this place. It was sort of a Bali institution. It was one of the main places where everyone partied. Yeah, it's pretty sad. Hi Lucy. Pagi Pak. How are you?
Pagi.
Baru buka ya?
Baru buka. Where you at? His name, sorry.
Masih tidur. Yuli.
Yuli ya.
Masih tidur dia. Baru kembali dari Makassar.
Oh.
Tadi malam ya.
Malam baru datang ya.
Yeah. Pulang for Idul Fitri. Okay, mau lihat pantai ya.
Pantai dulu ya.
Sibuk di sini ya? Setiap hari?
Sepi.
Sepi ya? Alright, so this is the area where you get the boats out to the reef surfing. Middle reef, airport lefts. So you can see they're all turning up. All the young lads. Oh Lucy, Luce! So you can get fishing charters and that within boats and stuff, or boats out to the reef surfing. So you've got Kuta reef out the edge, out here, right on the end of the reef. You've got middle reef out here. You've got airport lefts out there, 3 surf breaks, and on the other side of the airport, you've got airport rights. Jerman Beach. Just check out how beautiful a morning it is. You can really see the mountains over here really clearly. Yeah, it's very nice. Looks like they've got a lot more new beach umbrellas and lounges and stuff on the front now. Yeah, and it's fairly clean. A lot of the rubbish is up high and they've been burning it off by the look of it. What's that noisy, eh? Yeah, there's a footpath that runs more or less all the way through the Kuta and all the way up around Legian to Seminyak. So you can more or less come the footpath the whole way now if you want from the airport. Which of a morning it's a good drive, it's a good ride or whatever, or a walk. Now along here you've got a lot of the bigger resorts, and I suppose these are private little villas and houses to be rented over here. Good morning, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks.
So where are you from?
New Zealand.
New Zealand? What part of New Zealand, north or south?
North.
North, all right.
Yeah.
All right, so you're on holidays here in Bali, or?
Yes, just arrived, first time here.
First time, all right.
Yeah.
And so how long are you staying here for?
Just a week.
Yeah, just a week.
Just a week?
Yeah.
So what area are you staying? You're staying in Tuban here, this area, or in Kuta, Seminyak, or what area?
We arrived last night and we're staying just at the hotel right there.
Oh, just right here, all right.
But we're gonna navigate around the island.
All right.
Yeah.
So you've got an itinerary while you're here, or
No, we didn't. We didn't want one of those.
you didn't?
Nah, we
Just going to wing it, and
Yeah,
yeah. It's probably the best way. Yeah.
I think so.
So have you researched
travel.
anywhere that you want to go to, or?
Oh, not necessarily. We just
Go with the flow.
go with the flow. Yeah. We just go with the flow.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah. See a few, bit of cultural experiences, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
Some
if you
good
get up
food.
towards Ubud or somewhere, might be nice, where there's a lot of rice paddies, and it's more cultural up there,
Right.
Yeah, it's very, down here it's basically all tourism.
Tourism, yeah.
But you get out up around Ubud and it's more rice paddies and more natural Balinese culture and that up there.
Yeah. No, that's our goal. Just to, you never know, we might come back another time, do the rest of the island. But
Yeah. Well, it's close. It's a close holiday, isn't it?
Yeah.
So did you fly direct from there? Is there direct flights?
Yes.
There is. All right. How many hours is that?
9.
Supposed to be
9 hours?
9 hours 10, and then it only took like 8.5.
Yeah.
hours.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow, it's still a long flight, isn't
Still
it?
on flight, yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, thanks for your time and nice to meet you.
All good.
Nice
Come
to
on,
meet
nice
you.
to meet you.
Okay, as you can see, these huge resorts here. Look at this, even got its own soccer field and that, this one. And yeah, some beautiful resorts up this end. Now this is more the high-end part of Kuta. The beaches along here, it's quieter and more expensive accommodation, but it's worth treating yourself, I suppose, and coming and staying at one of these big resorts along here around the Jerman Beach, because yeah, it's very nice. Anyway, we'll head up here in the car park, head up here to the car park and see if we can interview a couple of the surfers going out the beach. So when you buy land here, it's by the arrow, which is 10 metres by 10 metres. So you can see how much land's in here. There'd be 100 arrow. There'd probably $3 or $4 million worth of land just in this soccer ovals and grass area here. It's worth now on the beachfront around here about $2 billion per arrow, about $200,000 per 100 square metres. So just shows you the price of land. This resort would probably be worth 30 million or more, probably, dollars more. So as you can see when you come in, this is the main parking area, and they've got little warungs here along the edge here. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 warungs where you can get a coffee or some breakfast or buy snacks and drinks and stuff like that if you're hanging out on the beach. Morning, lads.
Morning.
Off for a surf?
Yeah.
Aussie?
Yeah.
New Zealand?
Kiwi, yeah.
Yeah, I live in Australia. You don't mind if I filmed here?
No.
All right. Right, so yeah, what are you doing? On holidays, living here, or?
We both. Well, I live here full
He lives
time.
here.
Yeah, right.
I'm always here, so kind of on semi.
So what do you think of the crowds out at airport less than that these days?
I haven't been here in a while, so I haven't seen what the crowds are like, but it's definitely getting busier.
Yeah, I just sort of stopped surfing. I used to come here every morning for years, and now I just don't come anymore. They're pushing people in on softboards and all sorts of shit's going on out there.
Yeah, I think it has its days. Like some days it's really busy, especially when it's smaller.
Yeah.
But when it gets to the more advanced days, there's definitely a few opportunities to get good waves.
So what area are you living in? Around here or
Oh,
Kuta,
no, I live in
Seminac?
Malasti.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Yeah. So just on the other side of the island.
So you've been here long?
4 or 5 years now, I think.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
And you just on holidays, or?
I come here quite regularly, but I'm out at Canggu there. So
Oh, yeah, Canggu, yeah. Yeah, right. It's not Canggu, Canggu.
Canggu.
Because A is like A, B, C is like R, B, J. So it's really Canggu, not. I know on all the YouTube and all that, everyone says Canggu, Canggu. That's the American.
Oh, it's probably Aussie too.
Yeah.
It's Aussie. Yeah.
Well, everyone's saying it like that, but it's really Chang.
Yeah.
It's just because their vowels are different, So, right.
Should be good. We're just about to get through.
So, what do you think about like living in Changa, about the traffic and all that? Does that bother you, or you mainly stay in one spot? Just used to it.
Yeah. I mean, it's busy, but it is what it is.
It's more or less the new Kuta, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
Definitely.
And
It is. But
yeah,
once you get used to it and accept it, it just doesn't really bother you too much.
I think it's if you're just leaving there and coming back is the trouble.
Yeah.
But if you're there, it's okay.
Staying there, it's alright.
Yeah.
It's just, and it's the certain times of the day as well.
Yeah.
It's always busy. It's
Well, it's more established now too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like there's everything there now. So
everything. Oh, it's
yeah.
crazy. Like I've been away for probably about 2 months now, and it's already changed so much from the
Alright.
last 2 months I was here. Like just new shops opening
Yeah,
up and
constantly,
everything
yeah.
built. Like, it's unreal. So,
All right.
but, yeah.
All right, anyway, fellas, thanks for your time, and yeah, have a good one.
All good.
So we're back at the bike. It's a quick little tour of the German beach and what's going on, and the big statue. So it's well worth coming down and having a look. Yeah, we'll get on the bike and head into Kuta and Legian. Selamat pagi, Pak.
Pagi, brother.
Baru buka ya?
Yo,
Yeah, we're down around Kuta. Yeah, it's very busy. A lot of people come on holidays after Ramadan's finished and Eid al-Fitr. Then a lot of the Javanese and people from all over Indonesia have their holidays after all the fasting's finished and that. So in the last few days it's starting to get very busy with local tourists. The beach is very busy this morning, all the way up. So you can see there's maybe a surf school, a few surf lessons going on out the front here. And there's some guys over here filming. A lot of the time they'll get a surf lesson and then they can pay the guy to film them and take photos of them, and they buy the photos of them. So the surf culture is pretty big in Indonesia, and you can see everywhere, nearly everywhere, there's boards you can rent or surf schools, things like that. And yeah, normally very early in the morning you see a lot of surf schools out. And there's a fair bit of a group down there, a bit of a group here. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see if we can find someone to talk to. See if we can find some locals on holiday here. Got the little beach cleaners going. Very good. Yeah, it's quite busy this morning on the beach. There's definitely a lot of locals. These are nearly all locals, not too many Westerners, so they'd all be on holidays here. Hey bro. Pagi. Pagi. Kamu libur di sini atau tinggal di Bali? Libur. Libur?
Di sini.
Asli dari mana kamu?
Jakarta.
Jakarta. Alright. And berapa hari di Bali kamu?
9.
9.
Besok last day.
Because Eid al-Fitr habis, libur ya? Yeah. Gitu. Okay, well.
Hello.
Say hello for YouTube.
Hi YouTube. From Bali.
Kamu dari Jakarta juga?
Ano?
No?
Di sini, Bali.
Oh, Bali. Orang Bali.
Orang Bali, kadek.
Alright. Asli dari mana? Bali.
Tabanan.
Tabanan. Alright. Yeah. But kerja di sini.
Kerja di Canggu.
Oh, Canggu.
Ya. Tapi tinggal di sekitar sini sih.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Iya.
Alright. Very busy in Canggu now, yeah? Yeah, crazy.
So busy.
Alright. Anyway, thank you for your time.
Bye.
Okay, so I think we'll go and try out these new meat pie places. The guy keeps recommending this meat pie joint, so it's next to the Y bar, so we're going to go and check that out. Good girl, Liz. Lucy loves the bike, don't you, Liz? Always on the bike. Okay, you ready, Liz? Okay, so we're going to head down to FILMORA and grab a meat pie. Along the beachfront here, you've got all the big resorts. Alright, so this is the Legian Beach Hotel. Yeah, very nice place to stay if you can afford it. It's not cheap anymore, it's a few $100s a night per room. But I suppose it's well worth it if you're here on a short holiday. So anyway, we're just coming up to Padma Street now, so I'll turn the camera off and I'll show you when we get to this pie shop. So this is the place we've been recommended to, the Aussie Bakehouse. You've got the Y bar right there, so it's nearly next door to the Y bar. So we'll check out the pies. Thank you.
Hello, morning.
Just get a pie, please, plain pie.
Plain pie.
Right, so we've got pies, sausage rolls, also cakes, chocolate eclairs, apple tarts. Very good.
50,000.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Say hello for YouTube.
Hi.
Thank you. Okay, so we got one of the famous pies. We're going to sit down somewhere, try it out. What do you reckon, Liz? You want some pie? Yeah? Okay, we found a nice little park area here. Yeah, there's a little temple and stuff like that. So we're just going to sit on the stairs over here, check out these meat pies and see what they're like. So I might just walk up to this temple and give you a quick look. Yeah. So this is more or less on Paddy Gelante, I think it is. As you can see, they're mowing the lawn. Very nice. Wait. There's that. Very nice, big temple there. Alright, so he's mowing the lawn. He's mowing the lawn there. He's making too much noise, so we'll head back over near the motorbike. Check out the pie. Okay, we got a little spot. Alright, so let's check out this meat pie. Yeah, it looks pretty good actually. Crust is pretty good. Not bad at all. See how much meat's in there. Not quite sure if you can see it. But yeah, it's very full. It's a good pie actually. Very nice. So anyway, not bad pies. Right next to the Y bar. So anyway, I'm going to leave this video right here. And yeah, you know the drill. Thumbs up, subscribe and like and comment and all that. And see you on the next video.